Good evening. We're back with another episode of the Lord of the Rings LCG Progression Series. As always, I'm playing solo, and tonight's quest is the Road to Isengard, the third quest of the Treason of Saruman box from the Lord of the Rings saga. So I get Aragorn, I'll get a hand. That's not a bad hand with Steward of Gondor. I'll keep it. No Nenya, but Steward of Gondor is very powerful. So we have these Ents in the staging area, these cards set aside. On side 2, basically we're just taking blank turns where we can claim Ents, if with a little luck. And I'll do that for one turn, because each turn that you spend on this phase, you increase the number of encounter cards you're going to get. So here's how it's going to work. We don't draw cards or gain resources, we don't commit characters to the quest, or reveal encounter cards. But for a quest phase action, I can exhaust a hero, reveal a card from the deck, and if my hero's willpower is greater than the encounter card, then I place a resource there, and it is not, so I don't. And you need 3 in order to get the Ent, and I only have 3 heroes with willpower, so it's not going to happen, which is fine. At the end of the round, I place 1 resource there. Then I have the option of moving on to stage 2, which I will do, which means the end sleeve play, and I have to reveal 1 card from the encounter deck for the 1 resource on the quest. I will shuffle, and the card is, when revealed, each player must choose either return an enemy engaged with him to the staging area. I'll choose that one because it does nothing. Now, for the setup, make Gates of Isengard active. Add Saruman and Orthanc to staging. And we're on to turn number 1. The goal of this phase is to explore 5 non-unique locations. So 5 non-unique locations have to come out of the deck, and then we have to explore them. And an Ent would have been helpful for that, but alas, no luck. So, what do I want to play this turn? I don't think there's anything I can play, so I'll use Galadriel's ability. Lower threat by 1 and draw a card. That will be useful, for sure. And then I'll quest with those 2. And the card is, when revealed, discard 1 random card, or reveal an encounter card. I'll discard a random card. Oh, I wanted that. Well, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 3, 4, 5, I take 2 threat. And that is all. I'm going to engage this orc whether I want to or not. He has archery 1. Can attack Beorn. Attacking enemy gets +1. So it's 2 damage, and then Beorn can kill it. We're on to the next turn. Should be a stronger turn. I'll get out Steward. Automate it for future turns. I'll use Galadriel. Lorien. That's good. I'll use it. Play it. And I will use it to play a Naith guide for 1, and I'll play Galadriel's Handmaiden for 2. Now I'll commit Galadriel's Handmaiden, Naith guide. Aragorn, I'll use Naith Guide's ability on him so he doesn't have to exhaust. And Celeborn. And the card is, when revealed, exhaust each damaged character, and then treat their text box as if it were blank. So Galadriel and Beorn have blank text boxes. We got 4, 5, 6 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 4 progress. And after questing successfully, look at the top 3 cards of the encounter deck, reveal 1, and discard the others. It's forced, so it happens, I believe, before you place progress. So right now I'd have 4 progress, so I reveal. I discard the top 3, reveal 1, and discard the others. I'll reveal Ringwall of Isengard, discard the other 2. So instead of 4 progress, I make 2, but that's fine. When this is explored, I search the encounter deck and discard pile for an enemy and put it into play. Engage with me. So I'll go grab one of these archers. I put it into play, not reveal it. He's got 1 archery damage, but first I'll move to the ring wall of Isengard. You may notice it has a wizardry effect at the bottom. That can proc from an encounter card or when the location leaves play. And this enemy has 1 archery damage and will attack Aragorn for 2 damage, or 3 damage to 2 shields is 1. And then I have 1, 2, 3 from those. That's not enough, so I'll use Aragorn's ability to ready up Beorn, and he can kill the orc. And we are on to the next turn. Now, what do I want to do this turn? Well, I'll Lorien and play Rumil. Just checking that Saruman was immune to player card effects. So Rumil, Orophin, and I think that's all. We'll commit. Use Galadriel's ability. And commit. And the card is Lieutenant of Orthanc. So it's 3, 7, 8, 9 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we do go ahead and discard 3 cards. Going to reveal 1 and lose the others. I don't think I want to exhaust Beorn. What do I care if I exhaust Beorn? I have a Feigned Voices to cancel the Lieutenant's attack. But I don't think I could deal enough damage. I'd only have 6 if I exhaust Beorn. So I could get another archer in. 5, 6, 7, 8. I wouldn't have enough to kill either. So either I'm going to have a Lieutenant of Orthanc or a Snaga. I'd rather have the Snaga. So I'll discard these 2 and reveal 1, which causes me to discard 1 random card from hand. And he gets plus threat, where X is equal to the discarded card's printed cost. No printed cost, so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 progress. 1, 2. So that's our first location. The wizardry effect, discard 1 random card. Off it goes, and that adds 1 damage to Breaking Isengard. And neither of them will engage on their own, so I'm going to engage the Lieutenant optionally. Got 1 archery damage to assign. And I'm going to Feigned Voices the attack, bringing back the Handmaiden. Or would I rather bring back Orophin? I'd rather bring back Orophin because I can get back a Handmaiden. So off goes the Feigned Voices, and then Beorn and Rumil can kill the Lieutenant. So we're on to the next turn. It's slow going because I didn't find a location this turn, but that's fine. Faramir is a pretty good draw. I'll use a Lorien, get out Orophin for 2, and I can take a Silvan ally from discard back into hand. Now, do I want to play it? I think so. I haven't seen any cards that punish you for having a lot of allies. I'll use Galadriel. Anything else I want to play? I want to play Faramir next turn. So we'll commit the Handmaiden, commit Orophin, Probably leave that one back. Commit everyone else. That should be enough, right? 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, that should be enough. So let's see what the encounter deck has to say. It says a blank search, because there's no active location, into a location. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I do quest successfully, which means discarding the top 3, adding 1 to staging. Well, I need to add this steaming vent, because otherwise well, actually it could be either. What was the other location? Underground Armory. So this one, while it's in staging, it gains after an enemy engages a player, deal a shadow card, or I deal 1 damage when I commit characters to the quest. I think I'd rather have the steaming vent, so I'll discard that. Go ahead and move there. Problem is, I'm running out of places to put the damage. Oh, I forgot to exhaust Faramir for the quest. Where do I want to put this? Like 1, 2, like that, I guess? So anyway, after that's done, we got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 against 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19. It's like 19. 12. I'm not going to recount it. I know the count's wrong, but it's enough either way. So I get a random discard for the wizardry effect. And bring Wall of Isengard's out. 4 progress there. Move to the Underground Armory. And that's all for this turn. Let's move on to the next turn. So I can get Treebeard out. That'll help with some of this random damage. Let's do that. Treebeard enters play. I think I'll do it that way. Silvan Refugee enters play. Use Galadriel's ability. Alrighty. Now I gotta think about being set up for the next phase. So the final phase is a boss fight with Saruman. He can't be Feigned Voices, so I need to think about which ally will take his attack. When Saruman's dealt a shadow card with a wizardry effect, you resolve it. I don't think that requires any special preparations. So really, I think I just need to be prepared for 1 or 2 Saruman attacks if he gets a good shadow card. So commit the Silvan Refugee. Commit, 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 exhaust. And I'll leave enough damage to take him out, but not this turn. I don't think I'll do that this turn. So let's see what the encounter deck has. So location at 2. After a player draws any number of cards from a player card effect, he raises his threat by 2. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I definitely quest successfully, which means discarding 3. Playing one of them. Do I care if I exhaust each damaged character? I don't think I actually do. I think I can go ahead and do that. Because all I have to deal with is a Saruman attack, and he can attack one of these, or actually probably a Silvan Refugee. So I'll go ahead and exhaust my damaged characters. Then I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Well, enough to clear. So that clears. Each player exhausts a character he controls for the wizardry effect. Okay. Exhaust the archer. That's 5 progress, and that means we're on to stage 3. When revealed, each player draws 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then each player with more than 6 cards in hand discards them until he only has 6. So I'm going to discard cards I don't think will be very useful. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. So 2 more. What do I want to discard? Oh, Lorien, of course. Do I care if I discard Legolas? I have the resources to pay for him. Do I care if I discard Feigned Voices? I could get an enemy next turn, I guess, but I think I'll just discard a extra Silvan Refugee. Alright. Forgot to automate Treebeard's resources for next turn. Not that it's going to matter, but anyway, we did the discarding cards. Attach Saruman's staff to Saruman. And the staff says after a player draws any number of cards, Saruman attacks. Deal and resolve 2 shadow cards for this attack, then remove 1 damage from Saruman. And while he has any hit points remaining, the players cannot win the game. Flip this card, we need 15 progress, and while Orthanc is the active location, Saruman is considered to be engaged with the player. So he can't leave the staging area, so I was actually under the impression he was going to be engaged with me this turn. But he won't be unless I leave Orthanc, but I want to first explore this, and then I will enter Orthanc, so I'll explore it next turn. So for this turn, Saruman doesn't do anything, because he's not engaged with me until I move to Orthanc. And so just be on to the next turn. I'm not going to move to this open pit. Well, maybe I should. I have more than enough questing progress, so maybe I should. And we're on to the next turn. So this is a bit of a thinking turn. I want to quest, and if I do it right, if I have enough on the table, and I think I probably do, I can quest clear the Voice of Saruman, which would take 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, probably 30 to do it. And then kill Saruman in the same turn. Can I do that? Well, first of all, after I drew a card at the beginning of the turn, Saruman's going to attack me. And so let's have that go on, well, I guess it's got to go on the Silvan Refugee. Anyone else, it would kill one of my heroes, except for maybe Beorn. Well, yeah, I would kill Beorn too. Would Treebeard live? Probably take 3 damage. I could do it on Treebeard, I suppose. Treebeard takes the Saruman attack. He gets 2 shadow cards. It's a +1 and a +1. So it goes up to 8. So it does kill Treebeard, unfortunately, which is going to proc the random effects. Discard 1 card from hand. Alright. And then also the Silvan Refugees leave, because after a character leaves play, discard Silvan Refugee. So I took a risk. I could have saved Treebeard. Didn't work out. I will play Gandalf for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to draw cards. I want to lower threat. And then I need to do some calculations for the questing. So 4, Gandalf doesn't have to commit, or doesn't have to exhaust, so it'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. In theory, I have 30, which would probably clear the Voice of Saruman. 15, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Could be close. I'm going to play this Naith guide so that Celeborn doesn't have to exhaust. And I'll commit. I think I'll just commit I'll commit Aragorn, but not exhaust him. Exhaust. I'll leave 2 archers up, I guess. Don't really know why. Maybe I won't. I've got Gandalf ready. Yeah, I'll just do that. And the counter deck says each player must choose to either return an enemy engaged with him to the staging area. I'll do that. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 25 progress. 22 more. Okay. So, do I want to move to Orthanc this turn? Well, I actually have to discard 3 cards as well and reveal 1. So I'll do the Orc Pit, so it's actually -2 progress. No problem. Now, do I want to move to Orthanc this turn? I don't think so. I mean, I could, but what's the point? I don't want to clear it next turn. If I clear it, it just goes back to staging. What I want to do is quest, move to Orthanc, and kill Saruman in the same turn. If I move to Orthanc this turn and Saruman attacks one of my dudes, I won't have the 10 damage I need, I don't think. Although I can ready people up with Aragorn. So let me think about this. Let's say Saruman attacked the Naith guide. I'd have 4, 9. Oh, maybe I do want to. Yeah, I'll move to Orthanc. Then in the combat phase, Saruman will attack against the Naith guide. And the shadow card is deal 1 damage to defending character. Well, then the attack becomes undefended. So I'll sacrifice Galadriel to that. Put the 6 damage undefended on her. Rip Galadriel. But then I get to attack back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's going to be 8 damage to him. And that will win the game, as he is at 0 hit points. And we have 20 progress on the quest. So that's a win. This quest I did not find particularly challenging after Helm's Deep, which I thought was pretty challenging. Overall, I really liked the quests in this box. I found them very thematic. The way that they chose to do Helm's Deep in particular, so that it felt like you were defending against the encounter deck, that was a really good idea. I enjoyed that quest quite a bit. It was quite challenging, but not impossible. So I liked it a lot. I liked this quest thematically. It wasn't very challenging, but that's fine. Not every quest has to be super hard. The Uruk-hai was probably the weakest of the box, but still a very strong box. I like the cards in it a lot too, so I would highly recommend this box. One of my favorites. And thank you for watching.